When the Tsar discovered the next morning that his daughter was gone, he was very angry. He demanded to know where she was, but Martin was as shocked and confused as the Tsar was, and couldn't tell him anything. So the Tsar ordered his guards to build a high stone tower. Martin was locked up in this tower. There was only one tiny window, and he was given no food or water. The Tsar planned to punish him with a long, slow, lonely death. Jurka the dog had been away hunting, and when he returned, he was very upset about what had happened to his friend. He ran to Martin's mother's house to tell her, and found Vaska the cat lying by the fire, sleeping happily. "What are you doing here?" he shouted at her. "You only think about your own comfort when this terrible thing has happened to our friend, the man who saved our lives. Why aren't you trying to help him when he's in trouble?" The cat felt very guilty and immediately left the fire. She then listened carefully as Jurka described his plan to trick people in the village out of their food and take it to Martin. The next day, Jurka and Vaska went into the village to carry out their plan. Vaska got under the feet of shoppers as they walked home with their cakes. When they dropped the cakes, Jurka caught them, and the dog and the cat ran away. When little Vaska climbed the stone tower and appeared in the one tiny window with the first cake, Martin cried with joy. "My dear friends, you haven't forgotten me." So their plan was a success, and Jurka and Vaska managed to keep Martin alive in this way for a year. When the year ended, Jurka decided that Martin couldn't live this way for much longer. He told Vaska, "We must go together and try to find the magic ring that has caused all this pain and trouble." So they left together and crossed mountains, rivers, and even an ocean, with Vaska holding on to Jurka's back. After many months, they arrived in a faraway tsardom and found the beautiful palace that Martin had created for his wife, using the ring. Jurka told Vaska to find her way into the servants' rooms, and whenever they needed anything, to run quickly and get it for them. Vaska soon became well known in the palace as a good helper, so the servants allowed her and her friend Jurka to sleep in the palace. In this way, Vaska and Jurka were able to wander around and watch the Tsarevna closely. They saw that she always wore the ring. They wondered if she took it off to sleep, but her bedroom was the one room that they weren't allowed into, and they were both too big to slide in under the door. Only a mouse was small enough to do this, so they decided to travel to the Tsardom of the Mice. "We must show them that we are strong and powerful, so they will be frightened of us and agree to help us," Jurka told Vaska. And this is what they did. They went to the mouse tsardom and chased and bit the mice until they were so frightened that they surrendered. "We are powerless against you," the mouse tsar told them. "What is it that you need? We are your servants." Jurka told them about the ring, so the mouse tsar ordered one of the mouse soldiers to slide under the Tsarevna's door that night and steal the ring. At midnight, when the whole palace was asleep, the mouse soldier went silently into her room and up onto her bed. Then he slipped the ring gently off her finger. The next morning, Jurka and Vaska had the ring back, the ring that would save their friend, so they began to prepare for their long journey home. Vaska put the ring in her mouth and climbed onto Jurka's back. She then used her sharp claws to hold on tight while they started traveling across the ocean again. After swimming in the rough sea for many days, they were both very tired, but Jurka didn't stop, knowing that the ring would soon be safely back with their dear friend. Suddenly, Vaska looked up and saw an angry seabird flying down straight at her. The bird came down and bit Vaska on the head.